Coming up next on the CHGO Cubs podcast, how low can you go? 10 straight losses? Check. 11-run loss to the Pirates? Check. Last place in the division? Check. We offer you therapy. That's right, therapy. Next. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? It's the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365, where winning is everything at Toyota. Let's go places. We are live in the Xfinity Loft here in the West Loop of Chicago, where the Cubs are in last place. And they've lost 10 in a row. I can't, listen, I've seen losing streaks, and I said, well, that's coming. And like 7 games. I did not have 10-game losing streak on the bingo card this season. Luke Stuckmeyer, Joey Christopoulos, Justin Roman, and Sarah running the 1s and 2s.
Go Avs.
Go Avs, she says.
Hockey.
Also facing really tough times. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I can't even put a positive spin on this because it's been bad. And I mean, and your back's against the wall. You don't want to get to double digits in losing streak. And this is what happened. This horrible, horrible game. No fight. It was sloppy. Jordan Wicks got rocked in the first inning. I have no spin on this whatsoever. If I never saw this coming. I mean, you're talking about a team that went in a 23-game span, 20-3, right? 2 10-game winning streaks. The only team in baseball history to ever do that before the end of May. I would have never, ever, 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 ever seen this coming. But here we are, 10 losses in a row. And I'll be honest, I don't even know what the answers are to fix it. I mean, all right, cool. You put in Ramirez, but like, it's the same thing. Today was arguably the worst loss of all of them, score-wise, and zero fight. I didn't see one guy on that roster have any fight in them. And it's bad, man. And I keep saying, like, we've hit rock bottom, but have we? Is this rock bottom finally?
No, we're not. We're not excavating the depths of the bottom anymore. This could go further down if it has to, if it wants to. I get it. 20-3. They're 9-23 in every other game. When you do podcasting, Luke, what are a couple of cardinal rules, right? The first cardinal rule is to respect your levels per the producer. So I'm not going to scream, right? The second one, obviously, is mind your language because we're on Roku TV, all right? But I will tell you, this is a bunch of crud, huh?
It's a crud sandwich.
Yeah, this is totally fudged right now. This is a bunch of bull hockey. This is pretty ridiculous. And the hardest part to digest on this is sometimes even when you have a 10-game losing streak, maybe you say to yourself, you're getting a little bit closer. You can see the end of the tunnel. What's the silver lining? Is there something maybe that we're building towards to maybe crack through it? They're playing worse. That's what's getting really scary about this. They're playing worse. Today was embarrassing. That's an embarrassing loss by the Chicago Cubs. I don't care about the final score. We had to sit through every single pitch of that thing. The Pittsburgh Pirates have 3 errors. They hit 2 guys. They didn't play a clean game either. We somehow played a worse game than them. And Justin, man, you're right. Lifeless, whatever you want to call it, it's brutal. And the hardest part to really wrap my head around, Luke, is that, 10-game losing streak, 10 is obviously a very arbitrary number that we use in our human lexicon, and when it gets to double digits, it feels bigger than what it is. I don't care if it's 8, I don't care if it's 9, I don't care if it's 10. It's just when you look at the collection of these players that are in the locker room right now, like these are veteran guys. These guys have been at it for like a long time. Last year, they got pretty good over a 6-month span, saying to themselves, we've lost 4 in a row. We're going to figure out a way to scratch a game and win one and end a losing streak. They've allowed it to get to 10 right now. And I'm sorry. Yeah, great. We brought up a couple kids and played them. Have we won a game since then? I don't care about experience for these young players. I just want to win games right now. And you just look around what that locker room is, and man, it's spiraling fast. And we are going to try and get into some of the answers of how to figure this out. But man, I mean, what's your favorite loss in the 10-game losing streak? Right? None of them are fun, right?
No.
But this one in particular was particularly gross.
11-run loss to the Pirates.
Horrible.
That's your rally cry. That's your response to this. Listen, it's a 10-game losing streak. It's totally unacceptable. Right?
Yep.
You blame the manager, you could blame the players, you could blame the front office, you could blame all three. It's unacceptable to the fan base. And they have earned the 10-game losing streak.
Yeah.
They've done nothing well during this 10-game losing streak. They're not pitching well, they're not hitting well, they're not playing fundamentals. Even the defense hasn't been that great. They're playing like a team that deserves to lose 10 straight games. What hurts the worst? You're looking up in the standings at the Brewers, Cardinals, and Reds, and you're tied with the Pirates in the cellar.
Yeah.
You once led the division.
Once the best team in baseball.
The only word I can use is embarrassing.
It is. And
It's embarrassing.
And listen, guys, I am not going to bash Jed Hoyer or Craig Counsell. This is on the players. All right? You look up and down. I'm a big Dansby Swanson fan as a man, as a defender. I actually like the fact that we signed him. He looks lost right now. He looks, I'm shocked.
He's trying long pants now.
I'm shocked. It's like, who is this guy? He had a great spring. He started off pretty good this season. What? I thought he was going to have his best year as a Cub. He looks lost right now. Don't get me started on Ian Happ. Ian Happ also, to me, just is like, fine. He hit one early in the game off the wall, got thrown out at third base. Besides that, and before this, horrible. I don't put it on Counsell. I don't put it on Hoyer. This is 1,000% on the players. These same players have 2 10-game winning streaks. Were they phenomenal players then, and they're horrible players now? Did Craig press all the right buttons then, but he's pressing the wrong button? Players play. And these same players that had an enormous amount of success earlier in the season are failing miserably now. And everyone's worried about the pitching staff, and I get it. We have a lot of concerns in the pitching staff. We are losing these games. We are losing all these games because our hitting is anemic. Joey, I think you tweeted out yesterday on CHGO Cubs. The stats are horrible offensively as a team. It's not one guy. It's not 2 guys. It's the whole team can't hit at the same time. And I said it before, hitting is contagious. It's an old cliche. Hitting is contagious. It's kind of meant in a good way. But I think in this case, hitting is very contagious in a very, 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 very bad way.
Well, they're hitting 183 as a team. Their slugging percentage is under 300. If you go across the board right now, outside of Seiya, Ian Happ, and Moisés Ballesteros, they don't even have players over 400 for the season, slugging percentage-wise. It's feeble. It's a problem. It's pathetic. And I spent a lot of time today going through a couple of guys trying to get under the hood of exactly what's going on, because we know that some of these guys are really streaky. But, man, when you talk about Dansby Swanson, when you talk about Ian Happ right now, the numbers are alarming, people. They're probably for mature audiences only. And here's the problem is I'm in agreement with you, is that there's no way that all of a sudden this is a Craig Counsell problem.
Right.
This is a team that by and large won 92 games last year, got off to a mediocre start, went on a heater, and now is just completely spiraling out of control. Does Craig really seem like the type of personality that's a roller coaster to you? No. He seems actually, frankly, a little mundane, and I guess he's got a nice sense of humor behind the scenes. And I can tell you right now that there are some guys right now that they have to be looking to in terms of leadership or who's going to step up and what is it going to take. And it is, whether you like it or not, the human aspect of the leadership in the locker room are guys like Dansby Swanson, are guys like Ian Happ, are guys like Jamison Tyone. If you want to take that as a bigger red flag that the Cubs are in trouble, you can, because all those players are not playing up to their expectation right now. And in some places, they're at the bottom of baseball in a ton of categories right now. Like, this team is second to last in baseball hitting in the first inning of games. They're hitting 203 as a team. Guess what we've been doing during this 10-game losing streak? We've been coughing up leads, and we've been playing with a deficit this entire time. Like, the OPS over the last 15 games is under 600, which is about 28 points lower than what the Los Angeles Angels have second last in Major League Baseball. It isn't just bad. It is bottom of the barrel, as low as you can possibly get. And it's to the point now where, honestly, I think Craig is looking at guys like Pete Crow-Armstrong and Michael Busch and like, I'm just going to go with talent here and thrust these guys up to the top, whether they like it or not. Because these veterans right now, the guys, the middle, the core, the solid rock core that wasn't supposed to be great, wasn't supposed to be bad, was supposed to be right in the middle, have been so terrible. And I think Craig is honestly having a hard time where you don't want to lose some of these guys. But yeah, maybe it is time to have the conversation of, does Dansby deserve to play every day? Does Ian Happ deserve to play every day until further notice? I don't think that's a conversation that Craig wants to have. He wants them to just fight through it. But the players are putting him in that position.
Can I add one more thing to that?
Yeah.
Does the hitting coach deserve to keep his job?
What will it do?
I mean, we
What
can't
will it
hit.
do?
That's the only guy we ever fight. Listen, we are going to play a not so fun game in the second segment of comparing players on the Cubs.
Oh.
What you're more disappointed in, what you're more surprised in, and it probably will get a little bit ugly, but that's what you get when you get a 10-game losing streak. I'm not letting Craig Counsell off the hook, because what happened to the guy that gets more out of less talent? When they signed him, he does it. He's got less talent, and he still wins the division.
Right.
Well, now he's supposed to have the most talent, and he's got the biggest payroll, and we're still not winning. Aren't we supposed to have a manager that's supposed to help find stop this thing? All of the players seem to slump at all the same time. Well, how is it possible? So we'll get into all that. But first, I want to tell you how low it got today, and that was the drive of the game brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. The drive of the game, we've got to give it to the other team.
Oh, it's sad.
Yeah.
They're feeling good. They're driving Toyotas. They got a home run to make it 5-0 in the first inning, and I wanted to get in my Toyota and go home because I knew the game was over.
Jordan Wicks gave him the keys to that car.
Here's your car,
said,
and here's your
"Take her
car,
for a
and here's
spin.
your car, and
Take her for a spin
here's your
around the block."
Corolla, here's your very nice Camry, here's your 4Runner. Oh, you got a backup ramp on this one. Man, brutal.
Look, so
Hey, let me ask you this real quick before, and we're running out of time on this segment, but I do want to know. All right, 2 10-game winning streaks.
yes.
Did you feel happier about the 10-game winning streaks, or do you feel lower right now about 10 straight losses? Because it is 2 10-game winning streaks, but I can personally tell you, maybe this is my personality, I feel a lot worse about the 10-game losing streak than I do good about 2 10-game winning streaks.
It's recency bias, right? Like,
Maybe.
I feel horrible right now.
Maybe.
But there's videos of me celebrating like crazy when we were 20-3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that felt really, really good. When you're the best team in baseball, best team in the National League, like, that felt really, really good. But I can't even remember that anymore because I feel so bad right now. And I just want to say with Counsell really fast, like, you're right, but Counsell got this team to 92 wins last year. Counsell also was part of these 2 10-game winning streaks. I think it's a player thing, not a manager thing. And I'm not saying that everyone gets gold stars, but at the end of the day, this team had success last year. It had major success this year, but the players have just stopped hitting. So I guess maybe a future segment we could talk about, like, what should Counsell do to change it, I guess. That's a fair conversation. But, I mean, the players are the ones that aren't hitting.
They were also the ones who were part of the 10-game winning streak and most of them 92 wins. I'll just say this. I would put it like 60% on players, and the other 40 goes to Hoyer and Counsell.
Okay.
I feel much lower about the losing streak for this very reason. The 10-game winning streak, we gotta punt that. Like, it happened so early in the year that it was nice to have. It was nice to get that cushion. The problem now with having one of those or two of those and having one of these 10-game losing streaks is that the last thing that you want out of your baseball team is streakiness. It's the last thing that you want. You can have streaky hitters, but if you have a streaky team, that is a huge red flag for a season. You have to find a way to consistently play solid baseball throughout the course of the marathon season that is baseball, all right? Like, if they win 8 in a row and then they lose 8 in a row, and we go back and forth of this all season long, I promise you, they're not going anywhere, and they're probably not going to October. I'm dead serious. They could put another 10-game winning streak up on the board, but if they keep doing this thing where they'll win 10 in a row but maybe lose 6 in a row, this team is going nowhere. So I'm more concerned about a 10-game losing streak than a 10-game winning streak in May.
I would agree with that. And you had some luck in the winning streaks. There's been no misfortune in this losing streak.
Back walk-offs, a lot of stuff.
Brutal. All right. Coming up next on the CHGO Cubs podcast, after we take a quick break, I'll ask you, who's the Cubs' best player right now?
Oh, man.
And then I'll tell you another time when I thought, just seconds ago, I can't get lower than this. It's next on CHGO.
Hey, Luke. Hey, Cubs fans. It's summertime, and maybe your baseball team's got a case of the crazies. Well, you can hop on to that, whether it's good or whether it's bad, with Bet365, where winning is everything, because right now they have a $150 promo bet. How do you do it? Here's what you do. You download the app, use code CHGO365. You deposit $10, you place a bet for $5. You automatically get $150 in bonus bets right there on the spot, so you can bet on your crazy Cubs all summer long. Also, they have the MLB 5 run early payout offer. All you have to do is pick a team, whether it's the Cubs or, frankly, whether it's some team that's playing the Cubs. If they go up by 5 runs at any point in that game, you get an instant payout right there on the spot. It's Bet365, where winning is everything. Remember, download the app, use code CHGO365, and if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. You must be 21 and over, must be physically located in Illinois. Terms and conditions apply. It's in-app only, so download that app and use code CHGO365 today.
Joey, everybody's looking for a way to stand out at work. Am I right?
They sure are.
You know?
Vamping.
Matt Peck tries to impress us with his toes every summer.
And every day I walk away impressed.
Big Dave dabs you up, gives you a good handshake. That always makes you feel good at work. We got Braggs. Shaves his head every summer, tries to stand out at work. And then Mark Carmen, who wears that pungent cologne to try and stand out at work. Well, there's another way to do it,
Keeps
okay?
the bears away.
What if I told you the easiest way to stand out at work is to save your company hundreds of thousands of dollars? All you have to do is sign up for a free facility assessment from ComEd. Their engineer is going to give you free insights and actions that could help save your business on energy costs. Basically, they create this plan, okay, where they help you stand out, no cologne, and your business saves for free. Visit ComEd.com/facility assessment to learn more. Actual savings will vary based on customer usage and rates.
Smells pretty nice.
Back on the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365. Winning is everything in Toyota. Let's go places. As always, we are live from the Xfinity Loft here in the West Loop. Cubs lose 12-1. They've dropped into last place. They've lost 10 straight games. And our guy, Steven, is firing super chats at us for $2 a piece. Steven says, is it time to fire Dustin Kelly? And then ESPN Chicago was ripping Counsell today. And are you guys done with Jed Hoyer? ? Those questions are all being asked around Chicago over and over. You know, I was teasing that I was very low tonight when I realized I was doing something. It wasn't eating a sweet.
Oh. No, nothing today, right?
Nothing like
Confession time.
I realized that on my phone, I had become so disinterested in what was going on in this Cubs game that I was watching a Kyle Tucker Instagram video about what he does on his off day in Los Angeles and how great L.A. is. Look at all the great restaurants and whoa, what a lot of fun. Oh, they got carousel.
But he's so boring. Yeah,
look at the Ferris wheel at Santa Monica.
He could make L.A. boring to me. Like this, I don't care. Sunshine, it's boring to me now because Kyle Tucker is.
But that's how boring the Cubs game got. 5-0, and I'm over there looking at a Kyle Tucker Instagram video.
You know, so really fast, back to Steven's super chats, is that Jed Hoyer is going nowhere. Craig Counsell is going nowhere, which is why I said earlier, like, is a shakeup coming? You know, and if so, what is that? It's not no matter how mad you are at Counsell, it's not Counsell. They signed him to a 4-year deal, I want to say. He's not going anywhere.
Jed's not going
anywhere. That's why I said, and I wasn't like 100% serious, but I was just putting it out there, like, is a major shakeup coming? And, you know, something like the
fall guy
hitting coach, the fall guy.
Fall guy. He's always the fall guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want a shakeup, what exactly do you want? Because I promise you, Counsell and Hoyer are going nowhere. So that's why I say Dustin Kelly.
Well, and you're completely okay to have that opinion. The only thing that I ever ask when this stuff happens is, like, when you say fire Jed Hoyer, just do me a favor. And Steven, you watch a lot of shows. I know you watch a lot of baseball, man. Just who do you want us to replace Jed Hoyer with? Like, provide us a solution. The only thing that I kind of get frustrated with is we want to DFA this guy. We want to kick this guy off the team. We got to fire this guy on the team. What happens after you shake your fist, you yell, and you tell someone you're fired and get out of my office? What happens after that? Because things can clearly get worse and things can spiral in the wrong kind of direction. That's the only thing that I ever ask, right? Like, if you want to advocate for people to come up from AAA, like, you can. Like, that's fine. And we can have a healthy disagreement about whether, you know, we think long-term that's going to work out or
like
whatever.
Gary Ross did. He had a solution when he wanted Pedro for a long time.
Right. And he said Pedro could come up and
Yep.
maybe spark this offense.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it did not, because there are bigger issues going on with this offense. It's not on Pedro Ramirez, and it's not on Gary either, right? Like,
but he had a solution.
Yeah. Just present something of, like, if you fire Craig Counsell, what manager do you want to see? If you want to fire Jed Hoyer, what general manager do you want to see? You can't just go around firing everyone, because then the next thing you know, the guy that's running the soda machine is going to end up running your team. And I understand that it's also fair that when, you know, things are going really bad, the easiest thing to do is to say, I don't want to see these people anymore. And Justin, to your point, I just don't think I just don't know if that's always, like, the best course of action, right? I know you're unhappy with the guys that are on your team right now, but frankly, like, these are the guys that you got a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's bring up Jordan Wicks. Like, how did that go?
Ooh,
you know what I mean? Like,
boy, he was pitching well in AAA.
I just, you know,
He pitched well second through fourth inning today, didn't he?
I just,
yeah, his ERA is 16.62 after.
yes. And
today's
Gary in the chat, at
start.
least he hit the ball, Joey. That's awesome. Did we win the game? No. Did he have an error yesterday? Yes.
Pedro
He's not a perfect player.
He's good at the plate, though. I will say.
I know,
He's good at
but,
the plate.
like, putting everything on a 22-year-old kid to solve our problems, in my opinion, I just don't think that's the answer, right? And if you think it provides a spark, you know, yeah, it did. He drove in a run. What was it on Saturday? It was nice to see. We still lost the game. So what does that mean? It's not a Pedro Ramirez problem. It's a larger Cubs problem, right? That's what's going on with this team right now. And I'm just trying to hammer that home. That, you know, when you rely on the kids, sometimes it is a little bit of, like, you know, you get what you get a little bit. And Jordan Wicks was an example of that tonight. Maybe they give Kevin Alcantara a shot at it. I don't know. They probably should, right? Like, Ian Happ is playing his way to more days off as the days stretch on. So
at 5-0, I was ready for Alcantara in the lineup.
Yeah, everybody.
Pedro Ramirez in the line. Like, what are we doing here? It's 5-0. This game's not winnable.
Is it a bad time to bring up that the Cubs drafted Jordan Wicks one spot ahead of Colson Montgomery and also ahead of Jackson Merrill?
Yeah.
We said
Bad
Wicks.
time.
No.
the one time they go pitching
Bad time.
with their first-round pick,
Thanks.
Give us Wicks.
as opposed to an
Thanks for the
offensive
kick.
driven
And I
hitter.
really wanted Wicks to. I wanted him to succeed. I wanted him to get a shot. Past couple years, I've wanted him to succeed, but it's like he's just not it. I mean, he's just not doing it.
And there's another part about it too. Is it's like, look, I know, and I think we're doing the right thing. We're focusing on the offense, right? We're like, he's the 9th starting pitcher to pitch for the team this year. He's the 10th guy to start a game because Riley Martin was an opener for the game against the Phillies. Like, when you talk about digging into the cupboard, I mean, we're pulling out spam, man. You know, we're pulling out expired stuff here and saying, oh, maybe this is still good to eat. I hope
Do you
Jordan
think I'll get sick if I eat this?
I hope Jordan Wicks has a good career, man, right? But he doesn't have an out pitch right now. You know, his velocity isn't exactly where it needs to be. At 92, 93, you can't necessarily live with that in a changeup. He's working on curveball that didn't work. He didn't have his control in the first inning, and he got knocked around for 5 runs. Like, that can't be incredibly surprising, right? Especially when he's the 9th guy that you're turning to. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go back to Assad, but it is what it is.
Who's their best player right now? I'm not saying like for the whole season who's been their best
currently
player.
right this second.
At the
Ben
moment.
Brown.
Ben Brown?
Ben Brown, yeah. Ben
How
Brown.
crazy is that?
What can Brown do for you, baby?
Right, things have gotten so bad, and good for him as well,
Yeah.
that the player I'm most confident in tonight at this very moment is Ben Brown.
A guy who didn't play at all today.
People wanted him DFA'd a couple weeks ago.
I mean, look
not
at
me.
the ERAs in the starting rotation right now. Shota's at 4 now. Colin Ray, 4.8. Tyone, 5.2. Cabrera's at 4 right now. Matthew Boyd, when he gets back, he's going to have to whittle down his ERA that's at 6 right now. And thankfully, Ben Brown's in the low 2s. It's not going to stay there either, right? Like, so there's no pitching coming to help the Chicago Cubs. This is all internally, offensively, whatever you want to call it. I know we're still in the mode of being upset right now. Alex Bregman had a good night at the plate. I still like what I'm seeing from Pete. I think Michael Busch has been fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I named 3 guys. You got to play 9 of them in your lineup. And the other 6 right now are doing Jack Diddley. Didn't curse. Almost did it.
Diddly do.
Diddly do. But I didn't do it.
You want to play that game, or
Yes.
you want to?
Let's play a game.
All right. Who you more disappointed in or surprised about? That's the conversation. We
Okay.
can go through. I'm just pairing 2 random guys
Like
together.
lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be a lightning
Oh, okay,
round.
sorry.
More disappointed in or surprised about Bregman or Cabrera so far this season?
Bregman for me.
Cabrera.
Bregman,
Bregman?
even though he had a fine game today, no.
So here's my quick
Disappointed.
thing with Alex Bregman is that I just feel like, so some of the stuff I was looking up today, I feel like is very, very, very correctable. Now, the first one is, thing that I looked up was bat speed last year, 71.3, bat speed down to 69.7. Now, you could say that that's possibly age. I am going to lean a little bit more on the side of mechanical. If he can mechanically get his bat speed up a little bit more, I think he's going to be in pretty good shape. Launch angle right now, career low 14.3, career average 17.3. What does that usually mean that happens? Oh, that's right. His ground ball is the highest of his career at 41%, 36 is his career average. His pull ground ball percentage is at 25%, up 7 points over the average of what he's had all his whole career. His whiff percentage is the highest since his rookie season at 18%, and his breaking ball right now, he's whiffing on breaking ball up 7% right now, and they're throwing the breaking ball 8% more of the time. So at the very least, I can kind of wrap my head around things that he can get better at and improve and maybe get back to being a little bit more of the Alex Bregman that I've wanted to see. The part that I can't put my finger on is Cabrera's arm slot is down this year. Velocity is down. Spin rate is down. They're blaming it on the blister right now. But, Luke, whether it's the blister or not, he either can't stay healthy or something's going on that doesn't make him as dynamic as he's been in the past. And I'm more confused about that.
Yeah, Bregman, a lot of people in the chat talking about Bregman no slug. I would say, obviously, it's both. But if I'm answering honestly which one's been more disappointing, Bregman didn't have to come here and be the best offensive player on the team. In fact, we didn't think he'd be. We were like, boy, I hope he's below Seiya. I hope he's below PCA. I hope he's below Busch. I hope he's below Nico. Right? You can go down the list of guys, and you would say, I want him to be a piece of that. I want him to hit doubles. Yeah, I'd like more home runs than what he's got now. And he did have 2 hits tonight. I'm acknowledging that. But in general, beginning of the season to now, it's been disappointing. Cabrera, once we have a Steele injury, once we have a Horton injury, Cabrera was brought in here to be a horse. And I haven't seen anything that leads me to believe that ace pitcher is here yet.
I think
Not in the form of Edward Cabrera. I still haven't seen him yet. Have I seen a game where it's good and his stuff looks good? Yeah. Have I seen any kind of consistency where I say to myself, that's the horse we want going for the next 3-4 years? I haven't seen it.
So the reason I said I'm more disappointed in Bregman is because I want to say, and I read a stat here on this show, I forget when, maybe like a month ago, I think it was Cabrera's first 6 starts were it was almost identical. 3 earned runs.
Yeah.
And it was like, and he was very, very consistent. Now, I give you the past few starts have not been good. And now with this blister, but he started the year off as he wasn't the ace. I was expecting ace leg. I really was.
Yeah.
He wasn't that. But I thought he was a darn good pitcher for his first, I want to say 6 starts with us. And fine, the last few have been off. But Bregman, for me, I really thought he was going to come in and I didn't think he'd be our best hitter. But I thought he'd be one of our best hitters and a professional hitter in the middle of the order or 2, 3, whatever it was. And I really haven't seen that. And yeah, no slug. He's a doubles machine apparently, but we're not really seeing that. And so that's why my answer is I'm more disappointed in the Bregman because I just haven't seen the ball player I was expecting. Where I have seen flashes of the pitcher I was expecting with Edward Cabrera. Unfortunately, he's hurt now with that blister.
I know we got to break, but really quick on the Bregman thing too as well. We ran it. I did the stat this weekend on Twitter where we talked about it in the offseason, or maybe I talked about it in the offseason, but I worried about Bregman's lower half moving forward. In 197 at-bats in Boston last year, he had 11 home runs and 17 doubles.
Yeah.
He got a severe right quad injury that had him miss 2 months. When he came back, and since that time coming back in July of last year through this point now, he's now over 440 at-bats. He has 11 home runs and 17 doubles in that span.
He lost it, yeah.
So is that mechanical? Is that lower half? I'm not intimating that he's injured, but sometimes when you come back and you feel like you're 100%, do you have that core strength to do what you need to do? I'm not willing to necessarily go there, but it is definitely something to look at. Those are the exact same numbers, but maybe 4 times the amount of at-bats since returning from that injury.
All right, we're going to take that break that we need to do. When we come back, we'll continue our not-so-fun little game.
Join us.
Beef and Sunnyside.
You want me to do Sunnyside beef, boss?
Sure. Did it again this weekend. Wow, kids requested beef.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go into the store again?
Oh, yeah, went in again.
How was the language?
They went in. It was fine this time. They went in because they want the ice cream.
Oh.
They're not going in for the beefs. They now know there's rainbow. And
what?
Stuckmeyer's went to Bona Beef for beef.
Again?
Month. The kid said, Dad, please take me to that beef place. And I said,
stop.
all right, we're going to go again. Announcing the Bona Beef World Championship. Eat or share as much beef as you possibly can during the month of May, which is National Beef Month. And you can be the hero. You use the Bona app to order beefs for your friends, your family, your coworkers.
Thank you.
Rewards. Buy one, get one beefs now through Friday. If you're a member, now's the time to join. If you're not one, main event is coming up. It's Italian Beef Day. It's this Saturday, so you can bet the Stuckmeyers are going to be there again. Ooh. Yeah, I like it with a lot of juice on it, okay? Don't forget the World Beef Championship. Details for all offers are at BUONA.com. Download the Bona app. Bona merch available at merch.bona.com. And, of course, Bona.com has all your details for Beef Month. Listen, somebody's going to win big on this bad boy. You can win a $40 members-only gift card every month for 3 years if you're the champ.
That's amazing. And, Luke, being a Cubs fan is kind of tough these days. I really want to scream into the microphone about my favorite baseball team right now, but I'm not. You know why? Because I've chilled out.
Oh,
I'm very calm.
chillaxed.
How did I do it? Oh, that's right. Our friends at Sunnyside. They're the dispensary that you need to use, and it's your home for judgment-free shopping. They have a crazy selection with over 100 different strains to choose from, easy online ordering and in-store pickup, locations as far south as Champaign, as far north as South Beloit. If you don't want to leave the comfort of your home, all you got to do is go check out Sunnyside because they'll give you 50% off your first 3 online purchases. All you got to do is use the code HICHGO. That's right, HICHGO for all their amazing offers. It's Sunnyside. Only the best under the sun. Remember, it's Sunnyside Dispensary, the best under the sun, only for 21 plus or Illinois medical card holders. And look, I'm even Steven. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Back on the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365 and Toyota. We are in the Xfinity Loft, so we've been playing a game. More disappointed, more surprised by. None of it's good.
No, it's all bad.
Okay, so we established the Bregman or Cabrera thing, and we kind of we're down the middle on that one a little bit, right?
You guys, I think.
Yeah, we swayed you to.
We're not happy with
The majority of us said Bregman, so it's Bregman in that one, right?
I said Cabrera.
Well, I'm sorry. You guys are happier with Bregman. I'm sorry. So more disappointing. I'm sorry. Yes, Cabrera was the majority.
But none of us are happy with either of them. No.
Yeah. It's more about the need for the team, I think, for some reason. Like they need the pitching. Like other guys should be able to step up, and nobody is. All right, let's take some young players. So far this season, are you more disappointed in the start for Mo Baller or Matt Shaw?
That's a good one.
That's a really good one because Mo Baller started on fire, but he has been horrible as of late. And Matt Shaw's hurt.
Well,
but also,
that was like 5 days ago.
We thought he was super utility. People were calling him Ben Zobrist. I would retract that.
I will say this. Matt Shaw's defense, though, is the only reason why I'm kind of like, ooh.
Mo Baller also got way more, way more opportunities. Like Matt Shaw wasn't in the lineup every day. Mo Baller was, and Council had him in there for a long time. So I would say, that's a very tough one because of the measuring sticks here. Mo Baller had a long run, started off hot, has been horrible. Matt Shaw kind of got sporadic starts here and there and playing time here and there. Oh, for me, it's a toss-up. I don't know.
Shaw can't crack the lineup. That's a problem, but I am going to go Mo Baller for the reason that we were talking about this during the game. And I don't even know if this is necessarily Mo Baller's fault, but Mo Baller has to do one thing, and he has to do one thing really well all the time. And if he doesn't do that one thing really well all the time, it's a hard sell about what he can contribute to the ball club, right? And that is hitting. Mo Baller needs to hit. He needs to hit almost every time he's in the lineup. He's the DH. He doesn't play any other position, can't really steal any base, can't run the bases very well. I can at the very least say, if Matt Shaw doesn't come up, if he doesn't come through in a particular situation with runners on base, yeah, he could possibly make a play out there in the field. Maybe he can take a base. Maybe he can score from first and third. There's at least other ways to get it going right now. Now, do I like the idea that he's a Gold Glove finalist? And I understand that he is in a utility role, but they tried to rotate him in early on in the year, and then Michael Conforto straight up took his job, right? Like Matt Shaw is unplayable. Like he's not a very playable player right now. So they're both been pretty disappointing. But I think Mo, just because Mo has to hit, Mo can't go 3 for 53. That's what he's at right now.
Yeah.
Like, he can't do that. That's the only way that he can help the team, and he's not helping the team enough. And he's another guy that Michael Conforto took some of his playing time for. Congrats to Michael Conforto for doing that, but, that's not, the ideal way you wanted to build this team or, move this team forward or develop this team. The development of Mo Baller and Matt Shaw has been delayed and stalled so far this year.
Yeah, the reason I put the two together is because I think it's really close.
It's very close. Yeah.
You were hoping one of them would be this next wave of great young player that might come up for the Cubs and really impact. And so far, I would say Shaw, just because Shaw has had more major league opportunities. He's been through the going back to Iowa and coming back and seeing that, and even having some postseason experience. Mo Baller, I thought it was kind of unrealistic that we were all putting the expectation of he's going to come up, he's going to bat 325, and he's going to hit way more homers than I think he's going to. It's all slow down. Like somebody said, he's facing way different velocity. I think it was Niren. The velocity that he's facing now is different than what he saw in AAA. It's a different game. They've adjusted to him. It's an adjustment period. So I haven't given up on either player. I'm just saying they've both been disappointing to this point in the 2026 season, and I would say maybe for me, Shaw is more. Now, this is the one that the chat will enjoy.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
I already know.
Dansby or Happ? Which one have you been more disappointed in? 2 veteran players, 2 leaders in the clubhouse. But I know 2 polarizing players on the Chicago Cubs when I'm talking about Twitter or being in the stands at a ball game. Are you more disappointed in Dansby or Happ so far this season?
So I
want to clarify. We're not saying this stuff can't be turned around.
Yes.
I'm just saying to this point now, we're just talking about what you're disappointed in. Which guy are you most disappointed in?
So there's a stat out right now that I looked up this morning about Dansby Swanson. I'm going with Dansby on this one, even though it's a dead heat race in a race of who's sucking more right now, to be very fair. I'm going to tell you this right now. The book is out on Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson cannot hit a breaking ball. Dansby Swanson cannot hit off speed right now. Dansby Swanson, who last year people were applauding him because he had a career high hard hit rate percentage. The hard hit is still there a little bit, and he is still getting to fastball from time to time. Now, keep in mind, even when he does get to fastball, hitting 274 on fastball this year, keep in mind also that he is still going to have swing and miss with that pitch. But with the breaking ball right now, anything that spins to Dansby Swanson on the season, he is 6 for 89 against anything not named fastball. That is a batting average, ladies and gentlemen, for 0.67.
Wow.
0.67 versus breaking
Did you
ball.
say 6'7"?
Oh!
No, I didn't say
Bring
it
it
like
back.
that.
It's just as bad as that.
He's
10-3.
batting
10-3.
0.67 against anything that spins right now. The scouting report is too easy for Dansby Swanson. He is literally playing himself out of the lineup. He's down to 180 on the year. The 6 home runs was nice. He had a ton of RBIs begin the year. The walk rate was up, but the walk rate has also come back because clearly he's not hitting the ball the way that he wants to, so now he's taking some more chances. And right now he is an auto out at this point. At the very least with Ian Happ, his K percentage is up over 10%. It's almost at 34 now, and his career is more like 25. The swing and miss is really bad. The chase is really bad. And he's also one of the poster boys for, I looked this up right now, the Chicago Cubs swing at pitches in the zone the second lowest percentage of any team in baseball, as in they take more strikes in the zone than any other team in baseball. The second lowest percentage at 62%. That's Dansby Swanson for me. So 0.67 on anything that isn't four seam, and he still can't even really hit that four seam that well. That is a huge problem for me. I'm going Dansby Swanson on this one, even though Ian Happ is a frustrating watch right now.
Well, I mean, listen, I can't be Mr. Agreeable all the time. I'm going to say I'm more disappointed in Ian Happ. And here's why. I can think of 100 plays this year in the field that Dansby made that I'm blown away by. His defense is still elite, and defense at shortstop up the middle, it still matters, okay? Dansby Swanson is batting 9th, okay? So all those stats you read out, yeah, not great. He's got 7 bombs, and he's batting 9th, okay? Ian Happ is in the middle of the order consistently, over and over and over again, and he's failing consistently over and over and over again. So for me, I'm more disappointed in Ian Happ. And again, I actually like both guys. They're both high character guys, and but Swanson's already batting 9th, and his defense is elite. Happ has come up. I mean, how many spots has Happ come up? And runners in scoring position, and literally a knock or contact or a fly ball or something scores a run, maybe wins a game for you. And it's a whiff, or it's a look right down the middle. I'm more disappointed in Ian Happ. Do I think that they're both done? No, I don't. I still believe that both of them can turn it around. But as of this moment, I personally am more disappointed with Ian Happ.
It's not a hate fest. It's just who are you more disappointed in so far in the season? They've lost 10 straight games. I saw we had another Toyota Super Chat from our guy Steven about this question. He says Dansby has given up on hitting.
No, he hasn't.
I think he's trying. He pulled the socks down tonight.
They're both very frustrated.
No socks tonight.
Happ tonight was not in the top 4 in the order for the first time this season.
Where was he?
5th.
Great.
Good
My
God.
suggestion would be, why did we stop at 4, Craig? And then why didn't we go down to 7 or 8? Mm-hmm. I would have just keep going until something turns around.
Everyone in the
I
lineup.
wouldn't have stopped at 5.
Yeah, everyone in this lineup has been punted from their spot or their perch in a lineup from one time or the other. PCA started the year, I believe, at the cleanup. He got punted out of there. We've seen Dansby get moved around in the lineup. We've seen Michael Busch move from the leadoff to the 2, all the way to the 5 sometimes when there's lefties on the mound. The Ian Happ thing, that the obsession with the guy in the machine that says switch hitter, guy gets on base, must play in first 4 spots in lineup.
Is that a caveman?
It's it got it. That's what my computer sounds like. My computer sounds like a caveman. But all you need to know, and Justin, to your point with the runners on base, Chicago Cubs batting average with bases loaded 222. They are dead last in baseball in OPS with the bases loaded at 606. You want to puke even harder? Runners on second and third. Third to last in OPS with a 583, hitting 167 with runners on second and third. And of course, just to boot, runners on first and third, a little bit better at a 713 OPS. But damn it, man. Those are just crucial, crazy, back-breaking numbers. And even from a fundamental aspect, Justin, those are moments when the hitter is supposed to have the advantage. We are not in an advantageous position when they got runners on base, and you can only call for what it is. Like right now, like these dudes are choking. They're choking when runners are on. I hate using that word, right? They can turn it around. The numbers can find their water level. It could all average back to the mean. But right now with runners on base, there's no way that you can look at those numbers and not say, like, they're squeezing the bat just way too tight. And it ain't just one guy. It ain't just Happ. It ain't just Dansby. It is everybody.
Can I really fast? I know we're going to break. I found optimism in the form of a really cool stat. And I'll share it to everybody. Hopefully, y'all can feel good about it. You guys can feel good about it. That's the tease. When we come back, I do have a stat that might give you guys a little bit more hope than you had a minute ago.
Probably not, but it's next on the CHGO Cubs podcast.
One way to find out. Luke, a question that I've been asking myself a lot lately. What if I could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if I could keep it at the same price for 5 years?
Come on, that doesn't exist, does
it?
it?
I keep asking myself the question. And then I found the answer. It's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense, and they let you stream the game while everyone else in the family can be watching whatever else that they want. For my wife, it's murder shows. Go figure. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. The best part, no annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from us. A lot can change in 5 years. A lot can change in a couple weeks. Winning streaks, losing streaks, don't let it happen to you as long as you use Xfinity. That's right. Xfinity, as reliable as it gets. So check out Xfinity.com today for that amazing 5-year price guarantee.
There was nothing worse in my life than that moment when I would realize my sunglasses were on the roof of the car. Or that the kids sat on my expensive sunglasses.
Crunch.
Or that I left it at the gas station 3 states away. But now, don't care if I'm on a boat anymore, because if they drop in the lake, you know what? Shady Rays has changed the game for me. These sunglasses are real life, super good looking, polarized, durable, and not stupid expensive. And here's the wild part. If you lose them or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays is going to send you a brand new pair.
Perfect.
So if they're down there with the smallmouth bass right now, it's okay.
Bye-bye. Enjoy it, bass.
Now I wear my sunglasses without fear. On hikes, at concerts, on the boat, on the golf course, even with the kids, wherever. Doesn't matter. Shady Rays, eyewear that has your back. Go to shadyrays.com. Use the code CHGOSR for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Oh, are they beautiful.
Love you, Shady Rays.
All right, we're back on the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. And Toyota, let's go places, live from the Xfinity Loft. Yeah, 12-1 Pirates. Cubs lose their 10th straight game, and they drop into a tie for last place with those same Pittsburgh Pirates.
Chill.
Our friend Ron pointed out in the live YouTube chat here at the All CHGO Cubs YouTube channel, which, by the way, you should be subscribed to. If you're not, do it right now, and then tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a total stranger. He points out no team's ever lost 12 straight games in a season and made the playoffs.
We haven't done that yet.
We haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet. All right, so we're playing this little game.
Baker's dozen.
Are you more disappointed in this guy or this guy so far in the season?
Roman,
I'm not going as far
pointed
as
at you, and then he pointed at me.
This guy. Are you so far this season? Are you more disappointed in this guy or this guy?
Don't open the chat to that, please.
Sarah just pointed to both of them.
No, during the break, we were like, "Do you have any more?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got one. It's a real good one.
I got 2 more, and I'm looking at them, buddy." No, here's another good one. You ready?
Yes.
I think I've really matched these up pretty good for just throwing this together. Seiya or Michael Busch?
Seiya.
Sarah did take a time.
I'd say Seiya as well.
Now, let me point this out. Through 55 games this year, the Cubs have like 17 or 18 less home runs than they did last year. So not only do I think all of it's been basically worse, the hitting in general, but the power on this team has been a big difference. Now, some people say, well, the Brewers are winning without home runs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how they're built. We got guys that are supposed to be hitting home runs. We had 30 homer guys. Okay, so Seiya or Michael Busch, which one are you more disappointed in so far this season?
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
It's Seiya for me because I am so sick and tired of watching him in the outfield making errors. And I'm also sick and tired of him being injured, which isn't his fault, but I'm just saying. And then I'm also sick and tired of him not hitting. Michael Busch, I still have faith in. You know, he hit a home run. What was that, yesterday? Felt like a million years ago.
He hit one yesterday. He hit one on Sunday,
and
too.
you know what?
He's been his best day at first base.
Yeah, that's
today.
fine. But you know what? He's been a great first baseman. He's made some good plays. Yeah, Seiya's my answer.
You make a good point. I mean, I would also say I'm more disappointed in Seiya. I think because my expectations for Seiya were so high coming into the year. The injury wasn't his fault, but at some point, he's injured a lot. You know, that's at some point you have to wear that. Yeah, defensively, I don't think he's been great, but just offensively, he's just gone missing. Now, Michael Busch started the year horrible. He was cold as ice, Hugh Forner. But ultimately, he seems to have found something, and he looks better now. He is hitting the ball out of the ballpark. I think he's one of the only guys that actually are hot right now for us, or at least hot-ish. So, but also has always played a really good first base. So I think that I'm more disappointed in Seiya Suzuki, but if you're asking me to put some money down at the end of the year, who had the better season offensively, I still might bet on Seiya because I think that bat is elite when he's right.
Yeah, this is a really good one. I think you guys are making some great points about Seiya. I'll be real with you. Seiya right now, you know, if you told me tomorrow, did you have to pay Seiya Suzuki $30 million, I'd be absolutely terrified. I'd be terrified to do it. For the sake of the healthy conversation, I am going to say Michael Busch, and for this reason right here. Seiya Suzuki hasn't necessarily committed a ton of errors, but he's an abomination in right field. That is not news. It is.
No, it's not.
Yo, it's a carnival out there.
It is to some people, but it's not to most
He caught
of us.
one Willie Mays Hayes style the other day. The way that he's tracking balls, even ones that are underneath him right now, is absolutely insane. It is a problem waiting to happen. That is not a big surprise. Seiya Suzuki being white hot for a stretch, and they mean ice cold for a stretch. Also not really that big of a surprise, too, as well. I think the most disappointing aspect of Seiya's season has been, obviously, again, the problem with the entire team. I think his runners in scoring position right now has got to be like in the 120s, which is absolutely brutal. I'm going to go with Michael Busch out of a selfish reason that I just had such a huge expectation from Michael Busch that I just really thought he was ready to take that next step. Leading the team in home runs last year with 34. I just thought that he was about to become that set it, forget it guy that's going to, we talked maybe would he hit 40 this year, right? Like he is not on pace to do that right now. He is on pace to be somewhere in the 24 to 25 range right now. He's still only hitting 230. And I get it, Justin, you're 100% right. He has been playing a lot better lately. And I think brighter days are ahead for Michael Busch. But if we're talking about up to this point, I am going to maybe vote for Michael Busch just for the sake of, I thought the world of him. I really thought that he was going to take off this year. And when we're sitting around saying, who's going to put the team on his back for 3 or 4 days, it just hasn't quite exactly gone Michael Busch's way to this point. And just, I feel like that there's so much more in there. We just haven't seen it yet. And I also thought he could possibly maybe contend for a Gold Glove. I don't think that that's coming anytime soon. He's been fine. I'm just not saying that he's been great at first base.
I mean, between the two of them, you have 13 home runs.
Brutal.
What did Murakami hit tonight?
19 maybe.
Okay.
18,
so
19.
The two guys we're counting for our most power on have combined for 13 home runs. So you can answer it either way, but the answer is yes. Like they've both been very disappointing. Seiya, I went into the season, and especially when he started hurt and he came back and was hot, you say, wow, isn't he the difference? He is the straw that stirs the drink on this offense. He is the difference in the offense. And maybe you could still say that because he's bad, they've all gone bad. Well, if that's the case, we're in big, big trouble. I thought it was crazy to think about not re-signing Seiya the way he started off and the way that he started. finished last season in the postseason, and we looked at it and said, man, he could be one of the best hitters in baseball. But when he goes through stretches like this, I also think to myself, I wouldn't be that disappointed because he is a butcher in right field.
He's got another heater in him, though, Luke. I promise you. Seiya's got another heater in him.
I know this sounds super negative, and it's all a 10-game losing streak.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any of these guys can't turn it around. It's just there's something to be disappointed in about each one of these guys. For Michael Busch, yeah, I think we may have crowned him a little bit early as the next great superstar slugger on the Cubs, and we have no problems at first base. Let's slow down.
Yeah. Let's
slow down. He's had some moments where I wouldn't say, heck, we were sitting at the couch and you started talking about could he play some other positions so we can get more production at first base?
Is it wrong for me to be like,
no, nothing.
He learned how to play first.
Nothing's
he plays
off
second.
the
He's
table.
played third base. Everyone's like, who's going to replace Ian Happ next year? Like, is it that crazy to be like Michael Busch could maybe move to left field and then you get a bigger power at bat at first base? Because if you look at the corner outfield positions heading into this offseason, I know everyone is racing to the door to punt Ian Happ like over the side of the boat deep into the ocean. But look at who you would replace him with. And there aren't as many great options as you would think. I was just like tossing that out there of like, well, what if?
I'm not advocating for a new contract. I am asking a serious question. Happ still leads the team in home runs, right?
By a mile. He's
10.
still sitting at 10.
I mean, that can't happen.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
He's sitting at 10.
That's why I would
Seiya's
say
at 7.
I've had a level
Swanson's
of disappointment. I've had a level of disappointment in all these guys. The Cubs really count on Seiya and Busch to bring the slug. You can't have Happ.
They combined for 64 home runs last year. They have
You
13 right now. We're a third of the way through the year.
You expect some of this from Happ because he's a roller coaster. Those two guys, they're killing them right now.
All right, guys, optimism.
Yes.
All right. So I do want to say a little, I don't
Prayer?
know. Say a prayer.
Yeah, let us pray.
A little disclaimer.
God.
A little disclaimer of I see this on X right now. I haven't had time to dig into it. He's going back and forth with everybody. It sounds like it's legit. So fun little game here, okay?
All right.
Apparently there are two teams that have achieved 2 10-plus game winning streaks and now one
10-game
9-plus
streak.
game
Okay.
losing streak.
All right.
But
Yeah.
obviously 10 counts as well.
Yeah.
This year's Cubs is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess the other one?
Well, it's not the 2016 Cubs.
Is it in this century or is it in the
It's-
20th century?
It's since the 2016 Cubs.
Oh, since the 2016 Cubs that have had a 10-plus game and a 9?
Two 10-plus game
somebody that
winners.
won the
10-plus
World
games
Series?
and a 9.
Someone that I believe won the they won the World Series.
Feels like the Houston Astros.
How about this? Again,
Dodgers.
I'm pretty sure this is correct. Y'all can
the Dodgers.
fact check this, but it's for optimism for our chat and for you guys. In 2017, the Dodgers had an 11-game winning streak, a 10-game winning streak, and an 11-game loss streak. That team went on to win 104 games, and they're pretty good, right? So pretty good company.
One more loss tomorrow would be good.
If we could just get one more loss. No, but bottom line is that streakiness doesn't mean the end of the road here, because we've also streaked, as you've seen Joey naked a couple times, we've also streaked in the other way, right?
That's right.
So
And what fun we were having back then, right?
Fun. 2017, 11-game winning streak, 10-game winning streak for the Dodgers, along with an 11-game losing streak. So, this isn't unprecedented. It sucks. We're going through it right now. Maybe that's a little silver lining to say that this season's not over, and the fact that this team is going to wake up and hopefully go on some more heaters.
The only one that I would say, too, is it's like you can do whatever you want with your summer. Like, I'm not here to tell you what to do with that. But, like, if you're jumping off the bandwagon now, at least just promise yourself and promise us here that when you come back in the chat, and if they do turn it around, at least be willing to put your hand up and say that, like, I bailed on the team and now I'm back or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see a lot of people being like, I'm quitting this team. I'm never watching them. It's like, all right, congratulations. Good for you. Like, we're not going anywhere. I mean, I still love watching baseball. I still love watching this team. They got to win at some point.
Tyone tomorrow.
Baby, don't get me started.
Perfect.
When can we play? Right now?
All about the offense. By the way, tomorrow,
What are we doing?
Wednesday watch along,
Yes.
starting in the 7th inning. So hopefully we won't be as disappointed in the 7th inning tomorrow as we were today.
If they win, we're doing a conga line around this whole thing. We're getting the limbo bar out.
12 to 1 they lost to the Pirates.
We're gonna get
The
some
last
tiki
place.
torches.
Can we get out of last place tomorrow? That would be nice.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Tomorrow, we want baby steps.
Baby
Bob
steps.
Wiley style. Let's get out of last place tomorrow.
Yes,
Move
yes.
it out. All right. Thanks for checking out the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365 and Toyota. Thanks to Xfinity for the great loft. Thanks to the 500 of you almost that were just hanging out with us for the last hour or so. Again, 7th inning tomorrow, live watch along. And then after the game, a new link, another hour-long post-game show, and hopefully
A winner.
A Cubs win.
Please.
Until then, thanks for watching. And always, remember, don't forget, fly the W.
Come on,
Please.
please.
We all silly like the mayor.